Hello everyone, my name is Tommy and welcome back to a Roblox video. This time we're still in Anime Clicker Simulator. I decided to do a guide where I explain everything to help people who don't actually understand everything about this game. So in the description of this video, hopefully I remember to do it, there will be timestamps showing what I'm explaining in sections or chapters of this video. So if you're having trouble with a certain thing, you can just jump right to that section. Let's start with some event units. These are popping up randomly from time to time. And for the most part, they sit at World 1. You can walk up and claim them, and most of them are free. However, there's also limited time units, but those cost Robux, so I'm going to ignore those for now. There are also certain events like scavenger hunts. Recently, there was a 0-2 scavenger hunt where you need to find shards to unlock this free unit. There's 8 shards you need to find, and they're scattered amongst the first 4 worlds. So this is the first time an event skin left World 1. If you want to check that out, I have a video and I'll put it somewhere linked. These event units are basically just rare units. They're not really that great, but you know, they're nice to have. And if you're a collector like me, then it's great to have all the event skins. They're free, so why not? Now, based on these event skins, how they're generated to how many clicks they do or yin they do, this is based and tied into your rebirths. It's how many rebirths you've done. The higher and more rebirths you do, the higher and better the unit will get clicks and yin and all that. So if you just started the game, the event skin is going to be great because you don't have anything else. However, if you're like at the best of the best and you're done with the game, they probably won't be great because you already have the best of the best, and this is just an event skin. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about them, but it's nice to have, especially if it's a character you want. Most of them also end up generating a lot of yen. So if you need to farm yen, the event units will help. On the left side of your screen, you will have a Twitter logo and a trophy. The Twitter logo is to enter codes. You can find these codes by going to the creator's Twitter account. Or if you look up anime clicker codes, you can find other people's videos or a website with the list of the codes. These will normally just give you a boost of some kind, so they're not that important unless you just want a free boost. The trophy is your achievements. By completing these achievements, I can give you rewards. Most of the rewards are just boosters. However, there is one that is a slow auto clicker. So if your arm's getting tired of clicking or it's getting sore, all you have to do is make it to the Attack on Titan world, and you can get the achievement complete to where it will give you a slow auto clicker, which is great for AFK farming. World bosses are these big guys in each world. Pretty hard to miss, to be fair. These guys have a health bar and they get stronger each world you go into. In order to battle them, you just have to step into their ring. Your clicks will stop generating clicks, but instead do damage to the boss. You have to do at least 20% of damage to the boss in order to get rewards from defeating it. This mainly matters if you're farming and trying to kill it, and someone else comes up and helps you defeat the boss or kills it before you can do 20%. Other than that, you can defeat the boss on your own. After defeating a boss, you should gain a high amount of yen and this new currency called shards. Your currency should be displayed on the left side of your screen. You also get yen from rebirthing, but I didn't mention that because it's normally best to get them from defeating bosses. After you get a lot of yen built up, you can spend it at the upgrade store. You can level up some abilities here, and these are pretty much bonuses to help with little stuff. Run speed increases your movement speed. More rebirths makes it to where you're rebirth with a higher number. That sounds confusing, but if you click on your rebirth button, you can scroll up and down and gain more rebirths for more clicks. I find this one less needed because you can always just hit the max rebirth button and skip all of this. Star open speed does exactly what it sounds like. The animation for opening eggs is sped up. More storage means you can hold more units, and it's best if you have a lot of event units or secrets, which we'll get into later. Crit chance means you have a higher chance to land a crit. Crit's basically just whatever you're clicking, it doubles that number. So if you're clicking 10 and you land a crit, it will double it to 20. This also helps for boss fights because you can do double your damage. And finally, more yen. It sounds like what it sounds as well. This gets you more yen from rebirthing and defeating monsters. Alright, let's move on to secret units. In the top left, you can see a secret pity counter. As you spend for better units, you have a chance to gain a secret rare. This unit is not listed anywhere. Do not fear if your luck is not the best like mine, there is a pity counter, but it is pretty rough. In the top right, you can see if you manage to open 20,000 eggs and not get a secret, it will pity you and give you the secret. You'll probably get the secret before you hit 20,000, but this is just in case. I will say, if you do manage to get a secret rare, it will reset the counter. So if you're at like 7,000 eggs out of 20,000 and you manage to get the secret rare, the counter will set back down to 0. And if you want to get another one, you're going to have to restart back at 0. On certain worlds, you may see a combining machine. This only really matters if you have the secret from this world's egg. You will also need to get something called a world shard. You can get these from defeating the bosses in that world. With a few of the shards and maybe a few of the secret rares, depends on the world, you can combine the shards to the secret rare, creating something called the world secret. This is basically the best unit you can get from this world, and it is pretty hard to get. All right, let's talk about unit crafting. There are 2 ways to upgrade your unit through crafting. The first way is by shiny crafting. All right, so I'm going to try and speedrun this bit. So shiny crafting, you're going to come in and use any of your units that you have a lot of. If you put them up for sacrifice, you can use 10 of these and it's a 100% chance to create a shiny unit. A shiny unit is basically a normal unit, but stronger and better in every way. However, if you don't have it at 100%, it's not a guarantee, and you could have a chance to fail and lose all of your units, and that might not be good if you have a rare unit. Now, you also have a chance to get a shiny from opening an egg, but those are super rare. After you have some shinies, you can now move on to the gold crafting. This is the same thing as the shiny crafting, however, you have to sacrifice shiny units. The good news, though, is that every unit is worth 20 and not 10. So rather than having to use 10 units to get 100%, you only need 5. But you might want to be safe still, because you will lose shinies rather than a normal unit this time. Moving on to the diamond crafting. This works pretty much the exact same way as the gold crafting, with the exception you need to use gold units to craft a diamond. Besides all that, there's one more crafting to go over, and that is the titan crafting. This is also located in World 1 and is located to the right of spawn. There's a portal here, and above it should say the Titan Arena event. If you go through that portal, there is a boss with a decent high health, and if you manage to defeat him, they have a chance to drop a Titan Brain. This is not a guarantee, and if you manage to get your hands on 2 of these, you can head over to the combining machine and use any unit you want. Say you like a unit, say you like, oh, I want Goku to be good. You can put Goku in there and combine him with 2 Titan Brains, and it will increase this unit's clicks by 25%. And finally, we got to the castle. The castle is still pretty new, and it is also located in World 1. It opens at the top of every hour, and when you enter, you have a timer and some enemies in front of you. Your objective is to clear each floor before the time runs out. As you clear enemies, you will gain time and boost. In the bottom left, 4 boosts will appear with a few seconds. The more enemies you will clear out, the higher the boosts will go. These boosts are not in effect until you leave the castle. And to leave the castle, you either have to wait until the time runs out, or you can press the leave the castle button at the top. This is basically for getting boosts, so that way it can help. If you hit a wall or you get stuck or it starts to get slowed down, you can easily come into the castle and get some boost up. I believe I covered everything important. If you're having trouble with anything else, please let me know and I will try to help. And if it's important enough, maybe I'll make another video. But either way, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or learned something, please smile, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!